What is up, chefs, foodies, and students? Welcome to Everybody Knows. I'm Anders. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Today we're looking at the ingredient horseradish. This ingredient originally comes from Europe, as far as we know. It is well known in many cuisines, especially European, some American, and traditional Jewish cuisines. But if you're investigating origins and cultures, be sure to research the time period as well, since many foods are brought to cultures from elsewhere or developed over time. When looking at this ingredient, we expect to see an actual root. That's how you would see it in a grocery store or market. It should maybe look a little bit brown and or dirty on the outside, but it should be firm like a carrot. Here we have a little baby plant. And so you would see this growing maybe in your garden, although on a much larger scale. If you leave it for multiple years, it can get to be a huge root. Otherwise, if you are buying it in the store, you will see it probably already processed and sort of pickled, if you will, in a vinegar solution with a little bit of salt. When we're tasting it, what we're expecting to encounter is a very strong smell of either mustard or pepperiness. And the fresher it is, the stronger it will be. If you grate this fresh from a root, it can be extraordinarily harsh on your sinuses, so be careful. Things to watch out for do include harshness. If it is fresh or even maybe too fresh, it can actually start to burn your sinuses and eyes before you even get a chance to smell or taste anything. So you may want to allow time for it to age before you serve or eat it. Let's have a quick look at the universal aroma wheel. The current version of the wheel has horseradish down in the vegetative main category, further down within herbaceous, further down within peppery, and within the category of radish. So we can see it here with other types of radishes in between the green bell pepper and some of the greens category that's also within peppery. This might not quite perfectly describe some of the mustardiness, although if you call mustardy peppery, then I think it works just fine. I think horseradish and wasabi could maybe be considered the same basic smell, although I know that there are nuances to it, and I probably just offended a whole bunch of people. So if we wanted to simplify, we could potentially put wasabi and horseradish in the same final identifier. In terms of evaluation, this is a very, very strong aroma. It's also kind of a harsh one, a very vegetative one. This would maybe be associated with types of meat and or combinations of meat and vegetables like on sandwiches. It's a very strong flavor. I don't know if it would go with any kind of sweet application, but it is a nice punch as a sort of sharp flavor into other combinations with flavors or aromas that might be broader, rounder, darker, fatty, rich, things that sort of need a little punch to cut through them. Again, in terms of changes with preparation, it becomes extraordinarily strong when it's ground up from the whole root, and then it diminishes over time, and so monitor it during storage to know exactly what's going on. Let's take a quick look at the flavor Bible. It's mentioning its use in summer to autumn, although it's perfectly good all year round. Beets, garlic, dill, mayonnaise, lemon, onions, potatoes, sauces, sandwiches, sour cream, vinegar, and yogurt are all worthy mentions of pairing flavors. And that about wraps it up. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about this ingredient as you cook or eat, as well as the words that we use to describe it and some of the things that I talked about. Have you used this ingredient successfully? Or in a way that you think, yeah, that was so good? What was it? Tell me about it. Do you agree or disagree with what I've shared with you today? And what ingredient should we look at next? Any and all of the answers to those questions, please throw them in the comments. I would love to read them. I hope this video made sense and got you thinking about the aroma of horseradish. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help me get an ingredient to feature in a video, please send me an email or private message. If you would like to join the food aroma nerdery, feel free to subscribe and you'll see all my latest videos. And if you would like a large poster or digital copy of the aroma wheel that I've built, take a look in the description for links. Thanks, bye.